PipelineToParadise.com, your island music connection.
Hey, Minawakas and Shakas, welcome back to Pipeline to Paradise TV. My name is Pu'ukani, and I'm here on location at the California Hotel and Casinos. And you know what? Ironically, the last time that I actually did an artist interview right here at the California Hotel was about a good year ago. I had a chance to sit down with a very talented young lady, Mailani. How
Aloha.
you doing?
Hey, Pu'ukani.
How's everything going, Mailani?
Awesome. Really great.
Right. Well, you know what is fun is I swear, when we left the interview the last time, I swear I heard somebody saying, Hanoho, Hanoho. And I'm like, Hanoho on the interview? But you know what? Great performers, the pleasers that we are, we're going to Hanoho the interview.
Thank you.
So she came all the way to Las Vegas just to Hanoho for you guys.
That's right.
Also here with Dr. Trey. Dr. Trey, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, thank you. Minoakas and Shakas.
Yeah, Minawakas and Shakas. Well, I tell you what, Mailani, the last time that we got to talk story, this was leading up, you had 4 Nahoku Hana Award nominations, and you were honored with probably, you know, the most prestigious for a female artist. Tell everyone about the award.
Well, I won for Female Vocalist of the Year last year, 2010, at the Nahoku Hana Awards, and I'm just crazy and happy and just very thankful. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, she didn't want to jinx it, you know, is what she was saying in the last interview, but we want to say congratulations.
Thank you. It really was a surprise, though, because it was up against Amy, Nohelani Cipriano,
Right.
who's also here, right to helm.
That's like all the divas of female vocalists, right?
Yeah. So it was just incredibly a surprise. So.
Well, congratulations. Your album was very successful. You're back here in Las Vegas. You're going to be performing for the Lay Day festivities.
Yep.
People get to see you tomorrow night, and you get to be performing with Nohe.
That's
too,
right? Yeah, we're so ready, and also Auntie Dianaki. So,
okay.
You know, 2 of Hawaii's greatest women, and just to be a part of this lineup, I'm very pleased and thankful.
Well, great. Well, let's talk about your brand new album. Brand new album called Aina. I was actually going to pick this up next week when I was going home back to Hawaii, but got to hook up with you guys. So mahalo for this brand new CD. First of all, let me just say the cover is stunning.
Thank you.
I mean, who did the cover work? Is that something from you?
John DeMello, Mike Pulley, Keith Usher.
Okay.
They helped us. We were actually in Makiki, and we just did Earth Day there last weekend. Mm-hmm. And the shoot itself was a little different. You know, we were surrounded by mosquitoes. Thank God Trey's a fisherman. He brings his punks wherever he's at, you know, the citronella things that you burn. And,
Manager of the year right here.
They need to come up with awards like that because he would win every year. But it was a really nice shoot. And we just want to thank Noah Noah and also Sunny Ching, the Sunny Ching collection, for pimping me out.
Pimping you. Very nice.
And
I know
Apple Company,
you kind of
too.
got that look, like you're kind of looking like forward and maybe almost like that Hawaiian Airlines look, kind of like. Is that significant of just kind of going forward with Mailani, the maturity of Mailani and the music?
You know, it's funny because as you grow and as you change, you would think that someone like me, after all these CDs and photo shoots, that I would get into a comfortable realm. Mm-hmm. But in all honesty, I haven't yet. You know, I haven't really mastered of being in the zone to take photos. When it's in the studio with Trey, it's a different story. You know, Trey and I have worked with each other long enough where I can get in the zone to get my voice and get into the story of the song and produce what my engineer needs for me to produce. But when it comes to taking photos, it's not that case. So that shot, I think, was probably a lucky shot. So because I was just kind of moving and walking, and you know, and I didn't even, like, as a, I guess not a model, I don't consider myself a model, but as someone who's taking photos, it just getting into that realm is a little difficult for me. So I if you like it, then thank you.
Oh, it's beautiful. And you say you don't consider yourself a model per se in the fashion sense, but you're definitely a role model for a lot of musicians and a lot of people in the music realms. So talk about Aina. I mean, there's a bunch of Hawaiian songs, and there's a couple of English covers too. So, I mean, kind of highlight the album Aina.
Yeah, sure. You know, at first look, when you look at the songs on this album called Aina, it's a different mix of songs. There's only 2 originals on it, and the other songs, we have 3 English songs, and the rest of the songs are Hawaiian traditionals that myself and Trey worked on with, we collaborate really well together, especially in studio, at the studio, in the pier, wherever we go. And some of these songs, when I brought them to his attention, he was a little iffy about it, like, how is this going to blend with each other?
Right.
How is this album going to fit with each other? But when you start from track number 1, Hey all the way to the end, this album is a strong album. All the songs really do blend well, and for people who are familiar with Hawaiian music, it brings you back home. And it also, because we're contemporary artists, it makes that music current enough for you to really get into it.
Right.
Not that, and I'm not saying that traditional music doesn't do the same, but it's just a new world that we're creating with this music.
Right.
And with this album called Aina. So new world, new land, and just I've come home.
It's nice. And you know what I really like about it? I actually had a chance to listen to the entire album. You guys have it up on Mountain Apple.
Company.com, yeah.
Company.com/Mailani. Is that what
Yes.
it's? Okay. So I got to listen to all the tracks. What I really appreciate about it, and I'm not, an expert in analyzing music in any way, but what I really heard was, the entire group, if you will, Mailani and the entourage, everyone just kind of blended and fell into place.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, you guys were in harmony. You could hear the guitar, you could hear the percussions, you could hear everything just so distinct, but yet it was in harmony. So I gotta affirm you guys on that. Is it the same setup as the first album? As far as people-wise, personnel-wise?
Well, in terms of hiring musicians, we did be consistent of, when it came to hiring the musicians that we used on the first album. But there's a lot more going on this album. We've got great artists from Sean Ishimoto to Stephen Jones, Casey Olsen, of course, Trey and myself, Sean Carroll, Kapena de Lima, and the list continues. But we really, to me, even though we stayed consistent, not so much formulaic, but we stayed consistent with the people that we hired for our band when we play live. We wanted to bring them into studio as well because it makes sense, and they
Keep
know
that chemistry flow going.
Yeah, they know me. They know my music. They know my voice, and they want to give their best to me, not because they're getting paid for a session, but because they believe in what I do, and that means so much to me.
And I mentioned that how all the instruments is kind of it stood out, and you can hear it, but really the biggest instrument is the voice. And you talked about just maturing from the first album to this album, and that confidence comes across in your performances. So there's a lot of videos floating around with selections from Aina, and it comes across that way. So congratulations.
Thank you a lot. It took some time, but I'm glad to be coming into my own and also to take Hawaiian music and take it into the world, and that's what we really want to do. It's part of my kuleana as a Hawaiian, and you're fulfilling your kuleana as a Hawaiian. So thank you, really, because you're helping us do this.
Well, you're welcome. Well, I know the maturity a lot has to be with the people that you surround yourself with. Of course, I'm here with your manager / musical director. He kind of wears a lot of hats, right?
He wears a lot of hats.
Yeah, he always wears hats, by the way. I'm told he's wearing a hat because he didn't do his hair today. He's hanging out with Dr. Trey. How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing good. Thank you very much.
Well, I tell you what, as a fan of the ukulele, I got to say, and it's going to be a little weird, I'm going to say this, but I'm kind of a closet Dr. Trey fan, and I'm gonna come out right now. Come out. I mean, a lot of people might not recognize the name in the music realms as far as being out and performing, but you've helped a lot of the top performers as far as with ukulele too, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I just play ukulele. I mean,
So humble.
I'm not really that humble. I think I have a lot of closet fans. In fact, I'm glad you came out. You could be the president of my, closet fan club. But no, I mean, I work with a lot of different ukulele players out there. Most especially Jake Shimabukuro, who is a dear friend of mine and also really taking the world by storm with the instrument. So yeah, I guess so.
He got some Hollywood time on Just Go With It, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sure did. Lucky guy, yeah.
You should have said, "Can I be like your backup, in the back or something?
I don't know what I would do. Hula, maybe.
Hey, not you.
Well, I tell you what, he's taught Jake, as Uncle Sam would say, Jake Shima Buckaroo, right?
Yeah.
But you taught him, and you're also doing some tutorials online with video. Tell everyone about that and how they can tap into those tutorials.
Yeah, both Mailani and I are actually working on some stuff. We decided that we want people to be able to play along. We want them to be able to listen to the album, enjoy the album, but also to be able to play along with the album if they wanted to. And by all means, if you come down to one of the performances, bring your ukulele with you, or, what else can they bring with them? Like a tambourine, cowbell?
Spoons.
Spoons, yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Don't bring instruments. Don't try to show us up. Tell them, Pu'ukani.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna bring down my spoons, but it's being worked on now. It's in the shop, but once it comes out, I can come Kani Kapila with you guys.
Oh, right on. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Tune them up. Get them nice and in tune.
Well, tell everybody how they can check out the tutorials. Is there like a YouTube site? Is there a main site where everyone can go and check it out?
There is a channel. It's Mailani's channel. It's under Mailani Makainai on YouTube. And I don't know, are you going to put the spelling down or do I have to spell it out? Okay.
There it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
there it
right
is.
there.
That's how we roll.
This guy's got editing skills. That's how it works around here. But anyway, yeah, just go to Mailani Makainai and check it out. We try to teach some of the licks that we do on the album, which is kind of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, what I noticed about you guys watching a couple of the videos is especially like on the Heia video. I mean, you're getting into it. You're singing. You're jamming on the guitar. Mailani's jamming. Percussions is going. Trey's just kind of in his own world going on the ukulele, but it all comes together so nicely. Yeah. So.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Trey and I, we jammed together like a few years ago. And it's funny that, you bring up Jake because I met Trey like about a year to year and a half right after he started working with Pure Heart. And he actually wanted to do an album with me back then. And I said no because, me and Lei were doing Kiahivai and I had already made that commitment with my partner. And not until years later, and I'm glad I got to fulfill that part of my life, we reconnected and we started working together again. So all in all, it's been a blessing.
Well, that's great. Like I said, you guys got great chemistry. What's coming up for Mailani? Is there any place that people can come and see Mailani, whether it be back home in Hawaii, maybe up in the mainland?
Yeah, well, we always enjoy traveling. Musicians always like to travel. But sometimes we get to do steady things at home, like at the Kani Kapila Grill, and that's where you will actually find Hawaiian music in Waikiki every night.
Very nice.
And every single night of the
Nice.
week. And Kani Kapila Grill and Tiluano over there, who does the booking, they're actually very selective and of who they hire. And I'm the only wahine that they've had at the Kani Kapila Grill. So
Very nice. Is that where like Eric Lee performs too? He has a
Eric
couple
Lee,
of gigs. Okay.
Weldon Kikoha, Shana Oao,
Wow.
Kupa Oa. Actually, yeah. So I'm not the only wahine, but yeah.
Very nice.
Waipuna.
Well, congratulations to you guys. Stay in touch with Pipeline to Paradise Radio.
Thank you.
Let us know what's happening. And you guys are going to do a little unplugged session for us?
Yeah, we're going to jam something off the album called Aina. Yeah.
Okay, and what song you guys are going to play for us?
We're going to do the song. Still haven't found what I'm looking for. Actually, funny story. Trey and I were kicking it one day, and this song came on the overhead. And we both were like, this song is so awesome.
Yeah.
Let's record it. And we have it. It's a great sing-along. It's a great song that we add to our shows. So, yeah, we'll do that song.
Very nice. Well, there you go, everybody. Mailani Makainai. Pick up her new CD called Aina. Go ahead and support Hawaiian music, support island music. Dr. Trey. Again, we want to say mahalo for hanging out with Pipeline to Paradise Radio.
Thank you, Pu'ukani. Thank you, Pipeline to Paradise.
Okay. Aloha, everybody.
PipelineToParadise.com. Your island music connection.